Please sit with your back straight, feet on the ground, hands on your upper thighs. Gently focus on your third eye, above the bridge of your nose, between your eyebrows. Now, I would like you to start with the Kariaki Yoga breathing. So to breathe in, as you inhale, you can visualize the air moving from your tailbone all the way through your vertebra, all the way through the back of the head to the center of your head where your third eye is. As you exhale, just do the reverse of it from your third eye to the back of your head, all the way through your vertebra to the tailbone. This will clean your Kundalini line and it raises your frequency, so you can do it during the day if you wish. So let's go ahead and do that now. When you inhale, you can say hung, H-O-N-G, or hum, H-U-M. As you exhale, you can say so through the throat, which really doesn't have a sound because you do it like that. So let's go ahead and do that. You may feel the tingling in your body. That's exactly what's happening. You're raising your frequency. If you feel the air moving through your vertebra, that's beautiful. This is all cleaning your Kundalini line. Now, if you can visualize beautiful golden light coming from the sky, multiverse, entering your crown chakra, which is located at the top of your head. You can visualize each chakra like a lotus if you wish. It is entering your crown chakra. It is covering it fully and completely. It cleanses and energizes. It moves down to your third eye at the center of your head. It is covering it in golden light, fully and completely. It cleanses and energizes. It moves down to your throat chakra at the center of your throat. It is covering it in golden light, fully and completely. It cleanses and energizes. It moves down to your heart chakra at the center of your chest where your sternum is. It is covering it in golden light, fully and completely. It cleanses and energizes. It moves down to your solar plex, 3 inches above your navel. It is covering it in golden light, fully and completely. It cleanses and energizes. It moves down to sacral chakra, 2.5 inches, 3 inches below your navel. It is covering it in golden light, fully and completely. It cleanses and energizes. It moves down to your basic chakra where your 6 organs are located at tailbone. It is covering it in golden light, fully and completely. It cleanses and energizes. Beautiful light travels through your legs. It makes contact with Mother Earth, it travels further down to the core of Mother Earth, where we share the multiverse, energy, and light, provide this healing and rejuvenating energy to the core of Mother Earth throughout our meditation with our gratitude and thanks for the bounty that is giving us every moment of our lives. Part of that travels back through our legs, and it travels through our rare chakra, Ming Ming, back solar plex, back heart chakra. It covers them all in golden light, fully and completely. It cleanses and energizes. Just set your intent. Then it travels up toward our crown chakra, joins the beautiful light that is going through us from the multiverse, all the way through our chakras, all the way down to the core of Mother Earth. We are now going to expand this beautiful golden light to cover our first auric layer. So if you wish to visualize, you can visualize yourself at the center of the bubble. And the bubble is your first auric layer. It is covering it in golden light. Fully and completely. Any and all blockages, anything less than love, dissipate, disintegrate. Now take a deep breath. Moving on to the second auric layer, you expand to cover the second auric layer. So the golden light expands, and there is another bubble, which is covering your second auric layer. It is covering it in golden light, fully and completely. Any and all blockages, anything less than love, dissipate, disintegrate. Now take a deep breath and exhale anything that does not serve you. Do the exhale after every auric layer when you finish. So exhale and just let go of what doesn't serve you. Moving on to the third auric layer, the golden light expands to cover the third auric layer and is covering it in golden light. Same principle of the bubble. Fully and completely. Any and all blockages, anything less than love, dissipate, disintegrate. Now take a deep breath and exhale anything that does not serve you. Moving on to the fourth auric layer, the golden light expands to cover the fourth auric layer and is covering it in golden light, fully and completely. Any and all blockages, anything less than love, dissipate, disintegrate. Now take a deep breath and exhale anything that does not serve you. Moving on to the fifth auric layer, the golden light expands to cover your fifth auric layer. It is covering it in golden light, fully and completely. Any and all blockages, anything less than love, dissipate, disintegrate. Now take a deep breath. Moving on to the sixth auric layer, the golden light expands to cover your sixth auric layer. It's covering it in golden light fully and completely. Any and all blockages, anything less than love, dissipate, disintegrate. Now, take a deep breath. Moving on to the seventh auric layer, the golden light expands to cover the seventh auric layer. It is covering it in golden light fully and completely. Any and all blockages, anything less than love, dissipate, disintegrate. Now, take a deep breath. Now I want you to visualize all your auric layers from 1st to 7. And they are all, if you can, of course, if not, just set your intent. All are in golden light. There is golden light in between all the grooves. Everywhere it's just beautiful golden light. You can compress your auric layers. And as you do so, make sure the light goes through all. If you can, actually, you can visualize your chakra at the center. See that all of them are in golden light inside the chakras in the grooves. Beautiful golden light that you are. Now we are going to move on to the templates, starting with the first template, corresponding to basic chakra, same principle as the auric layer. So the first template corresponding to basic chakra, we're covering it in golden light fully and completely. Any and all blockages, anything less than love, dissipate, disintegrate. Now, take a deep breath. Exhale anything that doesn't serve you after each cleaning of the templates. Moving on to the second template corresponding to your sacral chakra. It is covered in golden light fully and completely. Any and all blockages, anything less than love, dissipate, disintegrate. Now, take a deep breath. Beautiful, everything is in unison. Going to the third template corresponding to solar plex. It is covered in golden light fully and completely. Any and all blockages, anything less than love, dissipate, disintegrate. Now, take a deep breath. Moving on to the fourth template corresponding to your heart chakra. It is covered in golden light fully and completely. Any and all blockages, anything less than love, dissipate, disintegrate. Now, take a deep breath. Moving on to the fifth template corresponding to your throat chakra. It is covered in golden light fully and completely. Any and all blockages, anything less than love, dissipate, disintegrate. Now, take a deep breath. Moving on to the sixth template corresponding to your third eye. It is covered in golden light fully and completely. Any and all blockages, anything less than love, dissipate, disintegrate. Now, take a deep breath. Moving on to the crown chakra. It's the seventh template corresponding to your crown chakra. It is covered in golden light fully and completely. Any and all blockages, anything less than love, dissipate, disintegrate. Now, take a deep breath. You're now going to dispense with cords, any and all coercive links, any and all karmic links that no longer serves, any and all energetic links from us or from others to us, dissipate and disintegrate into divine, transmute into divine light. Now, if you wish to visualize electrical plug attached to your energetic bodies with a cord, and on the other side of it is attached to other incarnated being. See that it transmutes into light. Again, any and all coercive links, any and all karmic links that no longer serves, any and all energetic links from you to others or others to you or in between that is less than love and no longer serves, transmuted into divine light. Now, any and all stray thoughts, junk thoughts sitting in your 7 auric layer, you can go all the way to 10, although 7 is the main one. Any and all thoughts, see that they all the stray, all the junk thoughts transmute into divine light. Set your intent and it shall be. Afterward, you may feel a quietness, a peace. Which normally happens. Okay. But everyone is different. Next, we're going to, since we already transmuted everything to light, all the cavity is already filled with light, and just set your intent, see that they all are covered in light, wherever the cords were attached, within your energetic bodies and the other side, wherever they were connected. Now, we are going to open our chakra, starting with the basic chakra. To open a chakra, it's like a cone with the wideness of the cone away from you. It extends fully 9 to 12 inches, and then it rotates clockwise. So rotate it clockwise. If you can, visualize a clock in front of you with the handle moving from 12 to 3 to 6 to 9 to 12. So starting with the basic chakra, at the end of your tailbone where your sex organs are, it opens by extending it fully toward the ground and rotate it clockwise, or just say, and it shall be with your intent, that I'm extending my basic chakra fully, rotating it clockwise, or say, I'm opening my basic chakra now. Moving on to the sacral chakra, 2.5 to 3 inches below navel, extended fully in front of you, rotate it clockwise, or say, I'm extending my sacral chakra fully, rotating it clockwise, or I'm opening my sacral chakra now. Moving to solar plex chakra, 3 inches above your navel, extend it fully in front of you, rotate it clockwise, or say, I'm extending my solar plex chakra fully, rotating it clockwise, or I'm opening my solar plex chakra now. Heart chakra, where your sternum is at the center of your chest, extend it fully in front of you, rotate it clockwise, or say, I'm extending my heart chakra fully, rotating it clockwise, or I'm opening my heart chakra now. Throat chakra at the center of your throat, extend it fully in front of you, rotate it clockwise, or say, I'm extending my throat chakra fully, rotating it clockwise, or I'm opening my throat chakra now. Third eye chakra at the center of your head, where your eyebrows meet above the bridge of your nose, extend it fully in front of you, rotate it clockwise, or say, I'm extending my third eye chakra fully, rotating it clockwise, or I'm opening my third eye chakra now. Moving on to the crown chakra at top of your head. The cone will face up toward the sky, the whiteness of it. Extend it fully, rotate it clockwise, same principle, or say, I'm extending my crown chakra fully, rotating it clockwise, or I'm opening my crown chakra now. You are now at the 7th frequency. You may feel or hear the energy movement of your chakras, the vibration of it. Now that you're at the 7th frequency, say in your mind's eye, I'm at the high frequency now, and no astral entities at this level or below levels can attach to me. See that all these astral entities are just sliding as if you're a Teflon, and there is a powerful vacuum that's sucking them back to multiverse. You can repeat it in your mind's eye again. I'm of high frequency now, and no astral entity at this level or below level can attach to me. See that they all slide and get sucked into by the vacuum back to multiverse. At this point, you can see yourself all in this beautiful golden light. If you wish, you can increase the vibration of the water in your body to cleanse and rejuvenate by just setting your intent. Now we're going to start the meditation to activate our third eye.
And I want you to just consider that you have this thing called the pineal gland. A walnut sized, shaped gland physical that is just the other side of the skull in the brain. It has its own physical function, but it's also a physical link between the energetic function that we have as a function of our 7 energy templates working concurrently to allow the soul to animate the body and to navigate around the gross physical environment it finds itself in. I have a number of different ways of opening the third eye, spiritual third eye, but this one is a really simple one. Just imagine or visualize that there are 7 layers of skin. Okay? Each of the 7 energy templates can be considered to be a layer of skin. Now these things all function together. Each of them has an aspect of the spiritual third eye associated with it. Every part of our body is represented by some part of the energy template associated with each of the 7 levels. Okay. I want you to see that the spiritual third eye on each of these templates, think of it like let's think of it in 2D, 2 dimensions. Okay, we have height and width, or length and width, better way of saying it. The energy templates are 3-dimensional, in so much as they have volume. Not 3-dimensional as in the structure of the multiverse, but 3 dimensions that create volume. But that's probably a bit difficult to visualize. So let's just visualize them in 2 dimensions, length and width. Okay. The lack of function of the third eye in each of these energy templates is represented by a hole, i.e. the third eye isn't there. So what we're going to do is to recreate or repair that aspect of the energy template that represents the third eye on each of those different levels. So let's consider the first level. The first level can be on the outside of the body, and each consecutive level goes further and further in. Let's just think of it at that level. So think of it like darning or repairing a fish net, where you're repairing all the lines that are horizontal and all the lines that are vertical. So just recreate, just use your visualization or your mentally spoken word to achieve the same thing. Just know that there's a hole there and that gap needs to be filled, rather like darning. Okay, in the days where we used to repair our socks. Okay. Repair all the horizontal lines. Replace them or just visualize them being there, and repair all the vertical lines. Just visualize them being there. And that's the first level. And just know that that area is basically the size and shape of the spiritual or third eye, a functioning third eye on the first energy level. Now let's do the second level. Again, just visualize yourself, or just know that you're on the second frequency, the one that is manifesting the second energy template. And again, see or know there's a hole there which represents where the third eye should be. And just repair the gaps between the vertical lines of this template and the horizontal lines of this template. Okay, so now you've got the second energy template finished. All the horizontal lines and all the vertical lines. And just notice this, you're starting to get a little bit of depth of appearance. Now if you want to visualize the third eye as an eye, as a physical eye, you can do. If you want to visualize this pineal gland, whatever it is, this walnut-sized gland, as a gland that represents the third eye, you can do. It doesn't really matter. What matters is the intention or the desire to create a condition where the third eye works. And going through the reconstruction of the third eye in each of the energy templates, creates all the connections we need to start to use it again. So let's feel ourselves going to the third level. Again, you'll see a hole where the third eye should be. And again, I want you to repair or create, use your intention to recreate all the vertical and all the horizontal lines. And again, you'll start to see more depth as to what the third eye should look like, because you've got the gross physical energy templates repaired now. Things are starting to look like they're solid. Let's move to the fourth level. Okay. And again, use your intention, mentally spoken word or your visualization to repair all the vertical and all the horizontal lines on this fourth level. So the hole that's there in the energy template where the spiritual or third eye was now is repaired, and this eye starts to have substance to it now. Okay, let's go to the fifth level then. Okay, the fifth level again has a hole there. Just feel you're on the fifth level, the fifth energy template level. Those of you who've previously opened your chakras to go to this fifth level, you can continue to do so. I didn't mention it at the start, but I sort of thought that those who use the chakras to go to the fifth level, or fourth level, or third, or second, or first, would have done it naturally anyway. So again, on the fifth level, there's a hole there where the spiritual third eye is. Just repair the vertical and the horizontal lines of the energy template so that it starts to look like there's an eye there, a third eye. Now let's go to the 6th level. Again, just visualize that you've moved to the 6th energy template, and again there's a hole there. As we've done with the previous levels, just start to fill the gaps where the vertical and horizontal lines would be, where there's now a gap where the third eye should be. And you've almost got a fully functioning third eye. Nearly there, just need it at the 7th level in a moment. I'll let you repair or recreate the vertical and horizontal lines on the energy template on this 6th level. And then finally, just know, mentally speak, visualize the fact that you can see the last of the energy template, the 7th. And again, you'll see a hole there where there should be a third eye. And again, use your intention, your mentally spoken words, or your visualization to see that hole and to again repair the vertical and the horizontal lines in that area. And so now you should be able to see or perceive or know that there's a spiritual or third eye there. If you've got visualization, the image in your mind's eye should be that of a human being with a third eye in the center of the front of the forehead. Just see it there. Now, the spiritual third eye being there on its own is not really useful. It needs to be calibrated. And the calibration I use when I'm doing it in healing is basically to visualize being or having access to that third eye, and then just adjusting the focus so everything looks sharp and crisp. And then also visualizing or using your mentally spoken word to create a save button or a tick box that says save. That's like focus. Depth of field I do similar to tuning into a radio station, where I've got a signal strength meter. So I choose and rotate the knob to tune into a particular radio station. The signal strength pointer goes into the red area and then goes positive or negative. So it moves away from the center to the right if it's positive, if it's going too far up. If it's going too far down, it goes to the left. So just get this needle to be in the middle. Visualize a series of sort of goalposts above and below, plus or minus, where the middle bit in the center of this dial is the perfect depth of vision. And again, just visualize or use a switch to save it. Use a tick box to save it. And therefore the spiritual or third eye is not just a raw component of our energetic beingness within the physical, it's also a functioning one. So now you have a fully functioning spiritual or third eye. The third eye doesn't deal with just visualization. It deals with clairsentience, which is knowingness, clairvoyance, which is seeingness, and clairaudience, which is hearing, and of course intuition, which is knowingness. So it's a part of us that deals with quite a broad band way of communicating with that which is in the higher frequencies where we normally exist. So it's not just about seeing things, it's about hearing things and knowing things as well. Sometimes people see things in conjunction with their physical eyes, but more often it's in the mind's eye or the mind's ear or state of knowingness. So all those functions are attributable to the third eye. So you can slowly come back into the room that you're in. Slowly open the right up.
Now, we are going to set our intents. For those who are not going to be with us on the recording, you can open your eyes and have a glass of water to ground yourself. For the rest of us, stay as you are.